to God, to the law of God, and to the man-made laws in the same time.
Okay. So the question is, can you obey God's law and man-made law at the same time? The answer to this question is nuanced. We have to balance what we read in Romans with what we read in Acts. Because in Romans we are taught that we as Christians should submit to every earthly authority, because the magistrate holds the sword to uphold peace and justice. However, there is a caveat to this, and that caveat is what we see in the apostles. When they were brought before the Sanhedrin, who were the secular law of their time, were commanded to not preach Christ any longer, and to do so under threat of temporal punishment. And the apostles replied, "What say you? Is it better that we obey man or God?" And so, Christian teachers down through history have nuanced this belief in this way, that we Christians should obey every secular law of man only insofar as it does not contradict the teachings of Christ. So, if the teachings of the secular law are that we should not protest against abortion, that we should not speak against it, then this contradicts the divine command that we should uphold justice, that we should speak against injustice. And so we must oppose every immoral law of man. If the state says you travel at 30 miles per hour down a road, this contradicts no moral principle, and so we drive 30 miles per hour down the road. But if the state says you cannot proselytize to Muslims, then we say we ignore the state, because the state is wrong and we must obey Christ. So where secular law contradicts the laws of God, then we contradict secular law. Where secular law does not contradict the laws of God, we obey secular law. Next question.